Most people trying to copy winning bettors make the same mistake. They immediately follow the person betting the most money. So over the last 7 days, I copied and tracked the 3 sharpest MLB bettors I could find. One of them betting over a $30,000 unit size, the other 2 being hidden gems that may significantly bet less, but you'd be surprised by their ROI. I tracked every bet they put in, the price they got, the price I got, the ROI, and the win rate so that you can tail these exact guys knowing exactly what you're getting into. I am a limited sports bettor over on Prize Picks, Underdog, Dabble. I'm also a limited sports bettor on Hard Rock, Rebet, Courtside, and Onyx. All of the Florida books have completely limited my action to where I can't actually bet more than $5, $3, $8 per slip, and I'm not able to actually make money on traditional sports books anymore. So what I've done is I've moved to the exchanges like NoVIG and ProfitX, where I can essentially bet with no limits. That's why I'm making this video, because it can actually be a lot more simple to beat these exchanges than it may seem. If we're able to follow some of the sharpest traders in the world, we are going to guarantee unit profit and ROI over the long term, allowing us to scale our unit size and our bankroll to where there's absolutely zero limits. Even with being limited on every single sportsbook in Florida, I still made over $1,300 in the first 3 days of August using this exact strategy over on NoVIG and ProfitX. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you exactly how I did it, the 3 traders I'm copying, and how the 7-day results went. Our first trader that we're going to be following is Phone Sculptor. He's the biggest bettor out of all of them. He's roughly a $30,000 unit size bettor. Not only has he made over $90,000 this month, but he has made over $700,000 over the span of this year. If we come over to the analytics chart for Phone Sculptor, you'll see in the sports, he has a 63% win rate, and the MLB, he has a 53% win rate. And his P&L for sports is about $700,000, and his entire profit is coming from MLB with over $700,000, and his entire P&L in the sports is all coming from MLB. Our next trader is going to be Soren22. He has a significant smaller unit size than Phone Sculptor at about an $8,000 unit size, but he has about a 1.7 mil P&L just this year. Now this trader unit size is differently among different sports, but with a MLB unit size is about $8,000, he has a 53.1% win rate with only 314 positions, but he's a very directional bettor. He's not market making, choosing multiple sides on every game. He's placing 1 bet per game and is very directional in what he chooses. And with a 53% win rate, he has about 150K profit with an $8,000 unit sizing. And this trader is a much more hidden gem that's a very profitable guy. And the third trader I'm following is this anonymous username trader. But this guy is one of the sharpest guys I've ever found. He has a very small unit size at about a 1.3K unit sizing, but yet he's up $8,000 this week, $35,000 this month, and over $52,000 this year alone. He is strictly an MLB bettor, and I'm going to show you his exact stats now. Now, something you'll notice is he only has 175 positions with only a 50.9% win rate. But once again, he's a very small bettor and a very directional bettor. He chooses one side, he doesn't market make, and he has a very strong conviction. And with only a 50.9% win rate, he has profited over $37,000 in the MLB alone. Just quickly before we continue, if you want to tail every single play I'm making over on the exchanges, you can tail all of them with the 5-day free trial in the link below. The exchanges or the Icon Pro membership allow you to get every single bet I'm placing over on NoVIG and ProfitX with zero limits. I tell you exactly how much to bet and the exact odds to bet it at, so that way you're getting the best price on the market and getting a very sharp read. So if you want to get every single play I post, get the first link in the description, get the 5-day free trial, and try it out yourself. And how I tracked all of these bettors over the last 7 days was following every MLB bet that was a minimum of 1 unit. I excluded every other sport, so it was only MLB tracked. I only included the bets I could actually get a similar price at that they did, 95% of the time getting a better price, because ProfitX and NoVIG actually always offer a better price than Polymarket and Kalshi, strictly due to the fees that they all charge on their platforms. I also tracked if they ever went against each other, I would exclude the bet, and if they ever went together on a bet, I would raise my unit sizing. The idea here is if 2 of them agree, obviously I'm going to be more convicted and I'm going to have a higher unit sizing, and if 2 of them disagree, I'm obviously not going to put that play in because I don't have a read anymore. Now obviously Phone Sculptor with the biggest unit sizing and betting the most every single day looked like the best guy to tail because he is the biggest bettor. And our anonymous guy with only a 50.9% win rate and a very small amount of trades looked like the most unprofitable guy to tail and probably the guy to stay away from. But you'll be surprised how it ended up over the last 7 days. So over the last 7 days, here's what the data looked like. Initially, we had about 26 single sharp decisions, which essentially just means one of the traders put in a bet without any other disagreements or agreements from another sharp. There were 2 different bets where 2 of these traders essentially agreed on the same side. And then there were 3 bets where there was 1 and 1 where they disagreed on the play. So there were 31 total plays that they put in, and I essentially excluded only 3 of them. Now, before I show you exactly how I'm even copying these traders, I'm going to show you the results that they were able to get me. The markets we bet on were money lines and spreads, with 27 bets coming from money lines and only 1 bet coming from the spreads. Now, as you can see, we had a 16-11 record on money lines and a 0-1 record on spreads. Now, here you can see the results I got from every single trader. Phone Sculptor, the biggest bettor, Soren, the number 2 trader I showed you, and 3, the anonymous guy, Formal Cupcake. Now, Phone Sculptor being the biggest bettor actually turned out to be the worst one out of the 3. He had about 13 total signals and went 7-6, and he had about a 53.85% hit rate with about a 1 unit profit. He ended up with about a 7.75% ROI, which is very profitable, but at the end of the day, he was the worst out of the 3. Soren22, the second trader I showed you, had about 7 trades with a 5-2 record, a incredible 71.43% hit rate, and about a 2.44 unit profit. And he ended up with the highest ROI of a 34.9% ROI. Formal Cupcake, the guy with the smallest amount of trades and the smallest unit sizing, being the most profitable trader we bet with. With about 16 signals and about a record of 9-7, he had a win rate of about 56.25%, but a unit profit of 4.32 units, which ended up totaling to about a 27% ROI. As you can see, the total recap after following these 3 guys, July 29th being the first day. I had about 6 bets placed on July 29th with a 3-3 record, ending up at about a 1.4 unit profit. July 30th being 4 bets with a 3-1 record at a 75% win rate, I had a 2.2 unit profit. July 31st being the first losing day I had, with 6 bets in and a 1-5 record, a 16.7% hit rate with a minus 3.26 unit profit. After the first losing day, it dropped us from about a 3.6 total unit profit all the way back down to 0.3 unit profit. But August 1st brought it right back with a 4 bet day, 3-1 record, 75% win rate, and a 2.6 unit profit. We had about a 2.97 unit profit overall after the 4th day. August 2nd, having 5 signals in, being 5-0 with a 100% hit rate, we had a huge 5.3 unit profit day, totaling us up to about an 8.3 unit profit total. And the 7th day of the week, the last day, we had about 3 bets in, a 1-2 record, a 33% hit rate, and about a negative 0.78 unit profit, totaling us to about a 7.58 unit profit over the last week. With 28 bets in, a 16-12 record, a 57% hit rate, a total unit profit of 7.58 units, and a 28.7% ROI. This has been an incredible strategy to follow, especially over the last week. And just like any other betting strategy, you can see the ups, the downs, and back on the ups. But overall, this is going to be a long-term strategy, and 7 days does it no justice. I'm going to continue tracking these guys so that way you can see my adventure, and I'm going to show you the next 30 days of following these sharp. Now, the question is, how am I even tailing them? Essentially, every single day before game time, I open up every single bet that they place. For example, our anonymous guy, Formal Cupcake, I'll take a look and see that he has the Tigers at 44 cents, the Cubs at 34 cents, the Marlins at 43 cents, and the Nationals at 29 cents. Now, as you can see, the top 2 are getting worse in price for us, and the bottom 2 are getting better price for us. What I've noticed is the best price to get it at is usually right before game time, as most of the prices always get slightly better. Now, what I like to do is line shop these exact prices over on NoVIG and ProfitX, as they always have the best price. They can always beat Polymarket's price because of the lower fees that they have. So if we were to take a look at the Tigers money line at 44 cents, the first thing we would want to do is take a look at this tool where we can essentially convert 44 cents to American odds and know exactly what we're actually betting on. If we type in 44 cents, we know that we get a plus 127 odds for the Tigers money line. So if we were to take a look on an odds screen like Upside Tools, we can essentially type in the Tigers here and see all of the prices for their money line right now. On average is about plus 111, and we're getting the best odds on NoVIG at plus 115. Now, if we go back to the tab, you'll see that plus 127 is what our trader got, which is a much better price than what we're getting. So that's why I wait till later. We can wait another 7 hours before this game starts and see if we can get a better price than our trader, or at least a very similar pricing. If we take a look at his Nationals bet, a 29-cent bet, if we go over to our calculator and put 29 cents in, we're seeing plus 245. And right now, if we go back over to the odds screen, type in the Nationals, we'll see that we can actually get 255 odds over on ProfitX, 10 odds better than what our trader is currently betting at, which is a significantly better price, which gives us a significantly bigger edge. All of those unit profits are coming off of the edge we're getting off of the trader, with the exceptional ROI and hit rate that they have. Now, you can actually do this on any soft book. The exchanges just seem to always have the best price due to the fact that they have much lower hold and 0 fees like NoVIG. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I have a Discord for all of these exact bets. I know tailing them every day can be very time consuming and can be very difficult to do. So what I've done is I built an entire Discord to do that for you. All you have to do to tail these plays is get our 5-day free trial with the exchanges or the Icon Pro membership, tail all of my signals that I put in over on NoVIG and ProfitX, and you will get the same exact results that I'm getting on a day-to-day basis. I actually have a few more guys that I tail every single day and a few more strategies that I use to make sure we are getting the sharpest reads every single day. So if you do want to try this completely free, the first link in the description is going to take you there, and you can sign up as of today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. That way you don't miss my next video, because every single video is a new lesson for you to learn.